15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway in Buffalo. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Cooks flashing the footwork. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. There he goes, left side. Now White lost the football. They're calling Walker skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis there to make the grab. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On play action, now Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
On 2nd down, it's Burgess, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, what a grab. That's Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon Cooks, 44 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Ballantyne to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
82 is mine. I got 82. 82 is mine. Check 24. Check 24.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 7 yards the pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down now, it's Burgess. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, here's Dillon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 5 yards remain on second down. Running the toss here to Dillon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jones. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action. And
he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Bills 7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, home. Got 4
Carry here for Burgess. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Burgess. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burgess, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Burgess. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Allen. The quick slant caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 84 yards. For him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Green Bay.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Get 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
4 down. Take 4.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On play action, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hey, 4 down. Check 31.
They'll run with Burgess. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Burgess. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, it's Jones. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On third down, Dillon. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Ballantyne to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now.